mysterious beginning. On a stormy evening, the cold wind rushed through the empty streets of a small town. The village was usually peaceful, but tonight there was a heavy atmosphere, as if something was lurking in the darkness. Min, a young train driver, had no idea that he was about to face a strange story he would never forget. Min worked on an old railway line that passed through deserted roads and dense forests. His train usually ran at night, and on moonless nights, the dim lights of the train glowed like watchful eyes in the dark. One day, he received a special assignment to drive a train along a route he had never traveled before. As the train departed from the station, Min sensed something odd. The rain began to fall lightly, and darkness slowly covered everything. He felt as if someone was watching him, but he brushed it off, thinking it was just the rain and the sound of the train wheels screeching against the tracks. However, as the train entered a sparse forest, the headlights illuminated the ground, and for a brief moment, Min saw a shadow pass by the window. It made him shiver. Who was that? And why would someone be here at this hour? Min tried to convince himself it was just his imagination, but an unsettling fear lingered in his mind. The mysterious passenger. In the following days, Min continued driving along that same route. Strange things began to happen. One night, when the train passed a junction, he saw a figure standing by the tracks. But as the train got closer, the figure vanished. Min thought it might be a lost traveler or a wandering villager, but this happened multiple times, making him uneasy. One evening, as the train crossed an old bridge, Min saw the figure again. But this time, the person did not just stand by the tracks. Instead, they stepped onto the train, right in front of Min. The figure wore a black raincoat, their face hidden beneath a wide-brimmed hat. A cold aura surrounded them, and Min couldn't take his eyes off them. "Are you all right?" Min asked, his voice unsteady. The stranger did not respond. They simply stared at Min with empty eyes. Then they moved closer and sat across from him. The train continued moving, and the air inside the cabin became heavy and cold. Min felt an overwhelming sense of unease, as if something dangerous was lurking nearby. He couldn't understand who this person was, but it was clear that something was very wrong. Searching for the truth. The next day, Min couldn't stop thinking about the mysterious passenger. He went to the train station to ask about them. The ticket clerk looked at him with concern when he mentioned the strange figure. "You're not the first one to see him," she said in a worried tone. "Years ago, there was a terrible accident on that railway line. A train derailed near that forest, and all the passengers disappeared. People say the spirits of the victims still wander the tracks." Min could hardly believe what he was hearing. The accident had happened long ago. Why was this still happening now? He felt something was very strange about the story, but he couldn't deny that he had seen something unexplainable. Determined to learn more, Min visited the accident site. There, he found a small memorial dedicated to the lost passengers. As he stood before it, a chilling breeze blew past him, and he heard faint footsteps behind him. Min turned around, but all he saw was darkness. A shiver ran down his spine, and he hurried away. Had he accidentally awakened the spirits of the forgotten? The truth is revealed. For the next few nights, Min continued driving the train, but he couldn't shake the thoughts of the mysterious figure and the strange stories he had heard. One night, as the train entered the forest again, Min felt something was very wrong. Looking out the window, he saw the same shadowy figure standing on the tracks, as if waiting for a train to arrive. Min couldn't resist his curiosity. He stopped the train and stepped onto the tracks, cautiously approaching the figure. As he got closer, the stranger turned around to face him. This time, Min could see his face clearly. It was pale and faded, with hollow eyes that stared straight through him. Suddenly, the figure spoke. "Thank you for remembering us." Min felt a wave of fear crash over him. The stranger was not just a ghost, he was a lost soul, searching for peace. Min finally understood that, to end this haunting, he needed to help them find rest. A final goodbye. The next day, Min returned to the accident site, carrying a bouquet of fresh flowers. He placed them at the memorial and made a silent promise that he would not let the lost souls be forgotten. At that moment, a strong wind blew through the trees, as if the spirits were expressing their gratitude. Min closed his eyes, feeling an unexplainable warmth in his heart. From that night on, he never saw the ghostly figure again. The eerie feeling that had once haunted the railway disappeared, and everything returned to normal. But Min knew that he would never forget that fateful journey, a journey that had brought peace to those who had been lost for so long.